Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is our daily analytical report. So let's scan the markets, let's look for decent trading occasions. Obviously before this we need to start with the calendar. As you can see, we overnight, early morning for European traders, we got interest rate decision from Bank of Australia. As you can see, no change. We also had a statement. How the statement was perceived as a dovish or hawkish, I will show you when we'll analyze the charts. Most recently, retail sales from Eurozone. This is helping euro because the data was better than expectations. We also got PMIs from services from UK. So services is very important part of the economy in UK, and it came above 50. As you can see, we were expecting 49.9, but we got 51.3, which is a really great result. And still to come, what do we have here is PMIs from US and speech from Mark Carney. This is first webinar this week, so maybe I need to show you what happened last week, because there was an interesting data on Friday after our daily report. GDP from Canada. As you can see, month over month, it was negative, minus 0.1, below expectations. Annualized quarter over quarter, worse than expectations, and this data was catastrophic for the Canadian dollar, and Canadian dollar is suffering right now. Apart from this, not much is happening. Unfortunately, we don't have any news. Apparently, US will not impose tariffs on China until further notice. So this is like the latest information, which is good information, obviously, and that's one of the reasons why gold is going down, because there is a risk on mode on the market right now. So let me show you the gold. Let's start with gold, because whoa, this is nasty. As long as the price was inside of the channel up formation, everything was fine, everything was alright. The price was going from the lower line of this pattern to the upper line of this pattern. What do we have here now? Well, we had at the end of the month, as the price reached the lower line of this channel up formation and then bounced and then broke both the dynamic support and the horizontal support, and that was a clear sign for the sellers that we should go down, and the price is going down. No hesitation here, no doubts, just a pure bearish joy. After breaking those two supports, the price then broke $1,304 an ounce, which is super hyper important, ultra important since 2015. As you can see here, it's support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, and was also support recently, and then a breakout. So this breakout here gave us a sell signal. This breakout here gave us a confirmation of the sell signal. Okay, what about the next target for this drop? Well, the next target for this drop, in my opinion, is 38.2 Fibonacci. So the price should get there soon, because we are not far from this. 38.2 Fibonacci of the upswing, which started in the middle of August, and in my opinion, we should get there, especially that it seems like it can be an important support because of those price movements from January, as you can see here. Well, those supports were also important, and the price broke them, but after a decline like this and taking into the consideration that we also have 38.2 Fibonacci. This may be a good occasion for maybe not a bounce, maybe not a bullish reversal, but at least for some kind of a take profit action, well, which actually would mean a bounce, but I don't mean like a very, very big one, just a casual taking profit action. So that's my view on the 38.2 Fibo. That's my view on gold. Next instrument is American dollar to Canadian dollar, where we can see a beautiful pattern. So this pattern is inverse head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. What the price did is the price broke the neckline here, and it happened on Friday, and it was a direct reaction after the GDP data. So before the data, the situation was more bearish. The price was putting pressure on this long-term dynamic support, which is the lower line of the channel up formation, but then the price reversed. So, well, that is the fundamental issue here, fundamental factor, fundamental impact, and we do have a breakout of the neckline. Then the price is aiming the highs from February. The price broke those highs from February and made new midterm highs, and with this the sentiment is totally positive. We can see a buy signal here. With this kind of a price action, the next aim is the upper line of the channel up formation. Maybe it will not happen like in March, maybe it will take some time, but in general the price should continue to make higher highs and higher lows, so should continue the upswing. If we talk about the inverse head and shoulder pattern, we need to mention this pattern on the weekly chart on the cable on the British pound to the American dollar. Inverse head and shoulder, left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. The only problem here is the strength of the dollar, which obviously can be seen on gold, for example, or on American dollar to Canadian dollar. Here the strength of the dollar goes against the strength of the pound. And what's the situation here? So inverse head and shoulder formation, last week we broke the neckline. The breakout of the neckline brought us a buy signal. And this movement, this drop is just a typical price action movement. So the broken support is being tested, broken resistance is being tested as a support. The thing is that the outcome of this test, as for now, is random, because we do not see a bounce, we do not see a breakout. So the price is more or less in a sideways trend on this support. And so the result is still open, right? We can have a breakout, we can have a bounce. In my opinion, we just have to wait for the situation to develop. You have a clear resistance here. About the support, it's not so clear, but let's say it's like this. A breakout of the upper blue line gives us a buy signal, breakout of the lower blue line gives us a sell signal. I would trade this like that. Now euro dollar, which is having an interesting situation, because what euro dollar did is we got inverse head and shoulder formation, left shoulder, head, and right shoulder, and that was a bounce from the lower line of the lower horizontal line of the descending triangle pattern, and then the price goes higher and creates head and shoulder pattern on the upper line of the descending triangle pattern here, right? So from the inverse head and shoulder to the head and shoulder pattern, this head and shoulder resulted with the breakout of the neckline. Now we do have a sideways trend. But in general, the sentiment is negative. It's negative because the price broke this neckline, and now we are under the influence of this neckline. Let me change the color here. And apart from the neckline, we are under the influence of this descending triangle pattern. Descending triangle pattern in the long term should result with a movement here, bounce from here, and eventual breakout of the horizontal support. This is what descending triangles do. Now euro to British pound, which is having a beautiful setup. So we broke this long-term horizontal support, and now we're about to test this broken support as a resistance, and I'm waiting for the price getting there, creating a reversal pattern, like a bearish pattern, and then I will be able to short this trade because it looks really optimistic. About the potential target for this formation, for this setup, I do see here lows from the 2017 and the second half of 2016. Price getting there seems really probable. Now euro to Japanese yen, still going higher. All those midterm patterns are gone. I created them in the meantime. I was explaining you the price movements. Now none of those lines matter anymore. The line that matters right now is this one. Breakout of the blue line can give us a sell signal. It will be a result of the bounce from this resistance here. So breakout, bounce, and breakout breakout of the blue line will give us a sell signal. We talked about gold. Now time for silver. I told you that silver is in a worse situation than gold. What we are having here is a major reversal pattern, so a triple top formation, breakout of the neckline of this formation, boom, a drop. We are close to the major support here, resistance. This is a support. We should get there pretty soon. And after this, well, we will see what the price will perform on this line. We'll see what will happen on this line. Now euro to New Zealand dollar, which is slowly getting ready for a bullish breakout. First of all, the price broke out of the channel down formation here. We broke the upper line of the channel down formation. We use that as a support. What is more, the price is kind of creating inverse head and shoulder pattern. Well, for sure we started to make higher lows. Breakout of this pink line will allow us to create higher highs. So the price closing above the pink line will be a buy signal. We need to adjust the pink line to be precise. Yes, here contact. So yes, price closing a day. Let's make it more official here. Price closing a day above the blue line will be a proper buy signal. Now Bitcoin is still in a sideways trend. I think that this line we can remove. Sideways trend, but in the shorter term, that's a channel down formation. It does not look good for the buyers. We are getting closer to the point, which is here, where if the price will get to this point, we'll have a sell signal again, because this is it will mean that the bullish correction is over. And my view on Bitcoin remains the same, which is $2,900 for one Bitcoin. So price getting there will open as a way towards those $2,900 for Bitcoin. This is my view on this cryptocurrency. Crude is creating an ascending triangle pattern, which is I need to adjust this line. I'm sorry, this is not how this line is supposed to look. It's this. So ascending triangle is an opposite to the descending triangle. So if descending triangle is promoting the breakout to the downside, then the ascending triangle is promoting the breakout to the upside. And this is what we are waiting for now. The price closing a day above the orange line will be a proper buy signal. Now Australian dollar to Swiss franc, which can create a major reversal pattern. So what happened here is the price broke the lower line of the symmetric triangle pattern and the horizontal support here. but the price is not going down. What the price is doing is the price creates a triple bottom formation. 1, 2, 3. So what will happen here is that when the price will close a day above the black line and the pink line, it will mean a false breakout below those two and a reversal pattern created by this triple bottom formation. So price closing a day here will be a strong buy signal. Australian dollar to Japanese yen buy signal created by the bounce from the lower line of the ascending triangle pattern and also the breakout of the upper line of the wedge, and we should get a buy signal. So I was if you're wondering what was how traders perceived the statement from the Reserve Bank of Australia, they think it was bullish, hawkish, and this is why they are buying Australian dollar, which is going higher. Now Swiss franc to Japanese yen. As you can see, I have a trade here. I opened this long position here. Stop loss was here, it was almost touched. I risked only 350 euros. Now my profit is almost 3 times as big as this. And I moved my stop loss from here to break-even point, and today I moved it on stop profit so I can earn 500 euros. I moved this below a major horizontal support and below the daily candle. Daily candle is optimistic, it's almost a hammer. So in my view is when the price will break the pink support, there will be no reason to hold this position anymore, and it will be time to capture some profits. Australian dollar to American dollar. So here we have this battle of a bit stronger Australian dollar, but still very strong American dollar. Unfortunate battle for the for the Australian dollar, because they would like to go up like on other currencies, but they cannot. What the price is doing is does the descending triangle pattern, which is promoting the breakout to the downside, especially after this head and shoulder pattern, which, by the way, we warn you before. The breakout of the blue support will mean creation of the right shoulder, so left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. Everything is going according to the big bearish plan. Now Canadian dollar to Japanese yen, which broke the midterm uptrend line. This is this reversal from Friday after the data. Yesterday we had a continuation of this movement, breakout of the support, and now we do have another support left. So I would say here, and breakout of the blue line will give us a sell signal. Price closing below the orange line will give us a proper sell signal. And American dollar to Swiss franc, where I do see a bullish potential. So the price was in an upswing, then created a flag, broke the upper line of the flag, tested the upper line of the flag as a support, and now we are going higher. Price started to make higher highs and higher lows, and this is the situation which is promoting a further rise. The price closing a day above the pink area will be a proper buy signal. Let me recap the situation for you. So gold, we do have a short-term buy, a sell signal. On American dollar to Canadian dollar, we do have a buy signal. On cable, well, we will see breakout of the upper blue line buy, breakout of the lower blue line sell. Euro to American dollar, that is rather a sell signal. Euro to British pound, short-term buy, long-term sell. Oh, I forgot to draw one more line. This is this resistance, so price getting there and bouncing from the combination of those two lines. So dynamic one and a horizontal one would be really sweet. I would love to see this kind of a movement. Euro to Japanese yen, breakout of the blue line will give us a sell signal. Silver, sell. Euro to New Zealand dollar, breakout of the blue line, buy. Bitcoin, price getting to the X will give us a sell signal. Crude, breakout of the orange line, buy signal, breakout of the pink line, sell signal. Australian dollar to Swiss franc, price getting to the checkpoint will give us a buy signal. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, price should aim the upper line here, the horizontal resistance. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, I have a long position, but the comeback below the pink area will be a cancellation of the signal, and the breakout of the blue line will be a confirmation or another buy signal, if you will. Australian dollar to American dollar, breakout of the blue line, sell. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, breakout of the blue line and orange line, sell. And American dollar to Swiss franc, breakout of the pink line will give us a buy signal. So guys, thanks very much for watching the daily analytical report. It was a pleasure for me, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask us those questions, for example on Twitter or on our website alpari.news. All the best and goodbye.